time for episode 25 of Miraculous Ladybug, season 5, which is confirmation. Well, let me just tell you the secret thing is that I skipped ahead and watched the last episode because I could. My source did not have this episode, so I saw the last episode, even though I'm pretty sure there might be one more, but their math might be off. I don't know. But anyways, something I didn't say last time was that freaking Natalie's hair turned gray. Yes, her magenta like highlight on her hair was gray. And now in this episode, her whole head is mostly gray. So, dang, the life force is just draining out of her. Oh my gosh. But anyways, let's get started, shall we? Let me try to remember everything. So first things first is that Adrien and Kagami are both in their rooms, quarantined. And then all of a sudden, Gabriel decided to do his plan, which is he kumatized himself yet again and used for the second time his nightmare powers around the world. And he didn't protect his son or Kagami. Then why the hell do you have them locked the fuck up, moron? Why do you have them locked the fuck up if you weren't gonna protect them? The fuck? That does not even make sense. Sorry, but that does not even make sense. And because of the nightmare and notes, we now have a difference. I looked at Cat Blanc and I saw everything that happened. Yeah, it looks like that. Yeah, Gabriel would not have changed even in that one, and he even tried to akumatize Marinette, which of course we all know, and that's when he found out about Adrien being Cat Noir. And then they both actually started to actually go against his dad, who, well, actually no, they just found his place. Yeah, they somehow broke into his place, not knowing it's Gabriel, and then Gabriel revealed that, yes, and look, your mother's here. It's like, yeah, and then at Sorry and Despair, he actually akumatized Cat Noir, and thus all this crap happened. Oh, good lord. So in this case, we got Cat Blanc, and apparently this version that he sees in his nightmare is called Anti-Cat, who has blue hair. Because sorry for previous, Cat Blanc actually has all white. He's all white, even his hair is white. So, there you go. Just so you know, there you go. That's the difference between Cat Blanc and Anti-Cat. But they have the same exact powers, though. Same exact powers. So, Adrien can actually trust himself and believes he could get akumatized, even lo and behold, that's not even what Monarch is gonna fucking do. Who would have thunk it? So, he actually temporarily released Plague, and Plague goes to Ladybug. So that was a big trip for him. Meanwhile, the plan is in motion. He decided to, like I said, nightmare everyone in the world. And then it was getting to 80%. Then when 90% hit, they went for phase 2. Meanwhile, everyone's getting nightmare headaches. Headaches thanks to the nightmare because we saw what happened when it came to Adrien. Lo and behold, that is exactly what everyone's gonna feel now. And he has the cure. Yes, that's what I missed. It's the cure. The cure is to put the Alliance ring and have freaking Calm app to play. Kidding. The Alliance has a Perfection app. And that actually calms people down and it checks their vitals and stuff. And that's basically what he did. Now, phase 2 is basically now because they got very used to Adrien and Kagami, which this is the reason why they have them in rooms. But considering, you didn't protect them anyways. That's weird. Why in the world did you not protect them? What the frick? Yeah, but they made sure that they couldn't escape. We're just like, oh, okay. So just in case people be like, oh my gosh, they're lost. And it's like, oh wait, there they are walking down the street. Because they're trying to make themselves that they're not freaking liars, which they are. So they basically allow the avatar versions of Ladybug and Cat Noir to be both there and kidnap the avatar versions of Kagami and Adrien. And that basically made people say, what the fuck? And then he's like, okay, well, my son is missing. As Gabriel's like, my son is missing. And he actually has a fake news that happened too. It's like a fake news report, which I'm like, if it is real, just like, when it comes to movies and stuff, you know, they do pay people to do it. They do pay actual news anchors to do reports like that. I really hope that she didn't do it. I really hope not. And not to mention, he could rope in everyone in the because it's around the world. It's not just Paris anymore. It's around the world, meaning every news anchor was there, which is like, huh? Do you think he actually paid them, or did he have the alliance to do everything? It's like, I don't know. But if he did actually have to pay people, it's like that Paris reporter is now scummy, because it's like, if she was a part of this shit and she's getting hurt by it, it's like, then that means that technically you're supposed to only kidnap Adrien and kidnap Kagami. You might actually have to kidnap all those freaking news anchors too, because the news anchors are like, that's not me, I wasn't that, or he paid me $50,000 to do this certain thing. It's like, it gets messed up where it's like, yeah. So I don't know. That's one loophole that sadly is there, where it's like, yeah, about that. How did you do that? And personally, I was like, oh wait, they're just doing the whole, which they did. They technically stole from Superior Iron Man, but in a small scale, because they brought the comfort food and then they stole the comfort food away. But they didn't actually, it's like, I thought they were going to be like, and you have to pay for it. And if you can't pay for it, you're going to have to actually help me by getting Ladybug and Cat Noir's Miraculous. It's like, I would figure that's what would happen. It's like, yes, if you're able to do it, then yeah, but instead it's like, no, they actually just made them number one public enemies, and now they gotta track them down. And lo and behold, he used the second, I'm pretty sure it's the second charm that he got from Marinette, Ladybug, and the cataclysm that he got. So both of those are now using astral trace amounts, and that's how they're able to track Ladybug and Cat Noir, which they can't fight Cat Noir because you're an idiot. So they track down Ladybug, which Marinette decided to go to Natalie and ask, where is Adrien? Because she's always rooting for him. She's always nice. So she goes into the house, which it gets weird, where it's like, you should know by now that Monarch, Hawkmoth, Shadow Moth is freaking Gabriel Gress because of what happened an episode or two ago. Because freaking Felix already told you. He told you already. Who had the Peacock Miraculous this whole entire time? Gabriel Gress. So who actually used it previously? Gabriel Gress. Oh, Monarch. Shadow Moth now. Shadow Moth then. And why did Felix actually steal all the Miraculous to get the Peacock Miraculous that always has been his? So technically, you should have already figured out that Gabriel Gress is freaking Hawkmoth, Shadow Moth, Monarch. You should have, in that episode, you should have already figured that out. But for lo and behold, for some reason, you actually had to see it for your damn self, which Natalie was like, okay, well, you're going completely crazy. Emily will not like this. I'm going to use this crossbow and take you down in my weakened state. Very, very weakened state. She tried to. She failed. She collapsed. He puts her to the freaking bed, and then she put the alliance ring. He put the alliance ring on her. It's like, okay, for your last moments, just think of it as a messed up nightmare. And, well, yeah, he was Monarch, and then he freaking powered down, and then she saw it for her damn self. It's like, oh my gosh. And then he continued, well, of course, let's see what it did. So yeah, he did actually go back, and then Akuma, he actually transformed back. But yeah, Ladybug was there, and she's like, "You should transform." It's like, yeah, it's like that's for her own safety because she knows the plan too. So she doesn't. Oh yeah, she already knows that. Yeah, they stole Master Fu's tablet, and they had a copy of it, and he basically took both copies. So yeah, Gabriel still has both copies, and it's like, you jerk. So he sets it off. He knows that she's there now, but everyone started swarming on her, attacking her. And then she had no choice but to go to the kitchen and de-transform in the cupboard. Meanwhile, the freaking resistance freaking caved. It's like, oh my gosh. I don't even remember if Max was there. I really hope not. But lo and behold, all of them freaking damn caved. The only one who didn't cave was the second wielder of the Mouse Miraculous. And then she eventually did cave. And then after that, well, they saw that freaking news report. They all threw their rings down except for the boyfriend of the Mouse Miraculous wielder, aka the Bull Miraculous wielder. And it's like, what the fuck? He even said, perfect miraculification, and he turned himself to a bad guy. You freaking jerk ass. You jerk. You freaking jerk punker. And meanwhile, Plaid made it. Plaid was trying to actually signal Alia, which Alia went to Marinette first. It's like, I'm freaking out because I can actually reveal your identity if I get akumatized. He's like, I'm going to hit here. No, wait. I can't hit here. We should be far apart from each other. And now she's running again. So she made it to the freaking boat that was part of Luca and Julica's family. Let's say that. Well, eventually Plaid came to her. She was about to do it, but then she's like, no, never mind. I could actually destroy the world if I got ... So he's like, okay, fine. Well, freak it. I'm going to go find freaking Ladybug. And he eventually followed everyone who actually found Ladybug thanks to the trace amounts. And then he goes straight into the freaking kitchen, goes into the cupboard, but the ring dropped. Marinette had no choice but to grab the ring and put the ring on, and then all of a sudden Monarch came, he pulled her out. I was like, oh my gosh, Marinette do pay chang. It's like, no, I'm Bug Noir. It's like, yep, she fused, unified to the most powerful form you can ever do with the Miraculous. Technically. Technically. It's kind of funny looking at this. Like, yeah, it's just like Yu-Gi-Oh! Again, isn't it? It's like if you get all the 7 Millennium items, you're very, very powerful. But also, you can get the Millennium Puzzle and have the 3 Egyptian God cards, and you're very, very powerful. We have no idea to this day who's more powerful, the 7 Millennium items or the Millennium Puzzle all alone with the 3 Egyptian God cards. We don't fucking know. Just like with this, where it's like, yeah, we have these, and then we have all the Miraculous all around them without those. Basically what Monarch is doing. We have no idea who is more powerful. No freaking idea. But anyways, yes, that's where it ends, and it's like, holy fuck. So that's how he found out her identity. Just by that. And of course, she oh yeah, don't forget Plague. Yo, fuck with Plague. Because Plague went in there and just like, yeah, it's like, oh man. And he's like, we're in the House of Monarch. And he's like, and Tiki was like, and Plague was just so damn shocked. It's like, yeah, he was a bit taken aback on that. And it's like, yeah, you were with the enemy this whole entire damn ass time. Basically, if Plague actually was very, very curious any of the seasons and decided to go around the damn house being like, okay, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go check out the whole entire place. It's like, yeah, places you can't even go to because, well, why the fuck not? If you would have did that in the first damn place, oh fuck. Yeah, he would have known that. He's like, yeah, he would already spilled about his mom being down there, the secret bunker room. He would actually reveal that there is also a room with lots of butterflies for some reason. Yep, it's like he would figure out something and basically say something. But with this case like this, damn, okay? Just damn. So we're getting to the final conclusion, even though my source actually kind of was like, well, there's one more episode after this one. This season has 27 episodes, which now I'm beginning to be like, I kind of don't believe you now. I kind of can't believe you. Wow, this episode right here, wow, things are going to an unbelievable end. I already know that the ending of the closure of this part two, it gets very, very crazy where it's like, yep, there's superheroes, there's everyone there, lots of people return finally. It gets to a very interesting end, and of course one person is like, I will be shocked if Adrian turns evil. And it's like, listen, Adrien can't turn evil, okay? Stop trying to push that. Because if Adrien turns evil, then how can you actually explain the Time Tagger episode? Future Cat Noir exists, so that means no. It's just crazy how it truly ends, so we'll talk about that episode next time.